What's up guys, it's Roger and welcome back to the channel. And today I want to talk about Blink in its current state, bugs it might have, some new tech that has been found recently that I've been wanting to make a video on but haven't had the time to until now. Since it's the end of this season, we're about to go into a completely new DLC, I thought this would be a great time to kind of get a good overview of how Blink is in the current state of the game. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So first of all, I want to start with some new kind of Blink tech that's been found recently. Shout out to Opant in my server. He's also in the clan, I believe. This guy is awesome, and he just the other day, a couple weeks ago, was like, yo, I found some new Blink tech. Anybody know about this? And I was like, I certainly did not. So I'm going to show you what he has discovered, but huge shout out to him. All the credit goes to him. I haven't started to put these into my gameplay too much yet, but it's things that I've kind of been looking at as putting into practical gameplay, although they are kind of funky when you think about it. So if you don't know, there's a few different techniques you can do that are not super practical or things you're going to be looking to do all the time. Those are called Blink Pop-Up Slams and Blink Pop-Up Floats. Now, up until now, we thought we had to have sort of a object around this height to actually do those techniques. So if you want to do a Blink Pop-Up Slam, you'd run up to an object like this, and you'd blink really quickly, right? Just like that. So you know what? Slam me back down immediately. You can do it right here too. Boom, slams me down. You can see I actually take a little damage. This technique can kill you, so you gotta be careful with that. But see, it gets you down to the ground really quickly. You can also do a Blink Pop-Up Float with an object like this. When it's kind of slanted, it's pretty simple, but see right there how much airtime I got from that. I have a whole video going over those techniques that I will link on the end screen or in the top right, so you can go ahead and check that out after if you want to learn exactly how to do these techniques. One more really easy place to practice your floats is actually right here on Mohawk, because this corner is very easy for it. You can see, look at that float and how high I can get there. You can get out of the skybox too, and that does work either way, and that can actually be pretty practical and useful in a real match. You can see right there, that's a small float, but still nice. Now, what Opant discovered is you can actually do these techniques without any objects in front of you. Before now, we didn't think you could. Now, specifically, we're going to be talking about a Blink Pop-Up Slam for the most part. So what you do, don't put any key inputs into your movement, right? Just take a straight jump up. Now, here's where the next part comes in. As we're about to land, the second before you're going to hit the ground, honestly, the half second before you're going to hit the ground, you're going to push forward on your movement and then blink. So you jump, almost, push forward, and then blink. See that? That's going to be a Blink Pop-Up Slam without the assistance of any kind of architecture around you. Pretty simple to do. You can see how I'm hurting myself quite a bit. That's because I actually have Astrocyte Burst on. If we take Astrocyte off, so if you're usually going to be on a Blink Hunter, or if you're playing without Astrocyte, you can go ahead and do this. And see that? It barely hurt me. It's not as much of a big deal. It's not going to hurt you as much. Now, it should be mentioned that in the DLC when it comes out, we are going to have the ability to not die from fall damage anymore. That's going to be very good for something like a Blink Pop-Up Slam, because now it's not going to be able to kill us. So if you're low health and you want to do a Blink Pop-Up Slam or want to happen to you for whatever reason, then it's not going to kill you anymore, because it'll just take you to 1 HP instead of killing you from that fall damage. So you see the first technique there. You can get that down pretty easily, like I said. Don't put any movement inputs in, right? Not forward, not side, not backwards. Don't touch anything. You jump right before you hit the ground, forward, blink. You're going to do that, get yourself a nice little Blink Pop-Up Slam there. Now after that, there's one more technique he discovered called a Blink Pop-Up Double Jump. I think that's what he wanted to call it, and honestly it's kind of a mouthful, but it does work, and it describes exactly what it is pretty well. Hey, they should probably change the skybox for this map, right? Because this big nutsack's not in the sky anymore. That's not the point. Let's keep talking about Blink. So what you want to do is exactly what I described to you in the last one, right? The exact inputs. Don't touch anything, jump, do your slam, but before you hit the ground off that slam, what you're going to do is hit your jump key one more time while you're in midair. That's going to let you jump off of midair, just like this. See that? I just jumped off midair pretty easily. Now, it's a little harder to do when you have your Astrocyte on, because you're going to have so much more momentum. Astrocyte gives you more blink distance, and it gives you more blink height. So if you're doing this with your Astrocyte on, it's going to be a little tougher to time. So if you're not as good with your blink or that timing, maybe you're just newer to Blink, whatever it may be, that's completely fine. And I mess this up sometimes too, even when I have my Astrocyte on, because it's a lot of momentum and it happens very fast. But the same thing, just like that, so you can just jump off midair. If you do it too much, you press your spacebar too much, or your jump key, whatever it may be, on your controllers, then you will blink again, so be careful with that. That's why you only need to press it once. Oops, see, I didn't blink there. But you go ahead, slam, and then jump off midair, just like that. So this could be pretty useful, honestly, you want to go up here. Let's say you're in the middle of a match, you want to get up to this doorway. Sure, you can blink like that, and that's a perfect blink to get to the doorway. But if you're not really skilled enough to get those perfect blinks set, you could always just do one of these and jump off midair and land right up here, So there are some practical ways you could use these techniques. But for the most part, they're kind of just fun little things to know, and it's something I've been wanting to show you guys in a video for the past few weeks, ever since I have been shown them from Opant. Again, massive shout out to him, props for finding these things. It's always fun to see these cool and unique things Blink can do, since it's just such a unique movement ability. You know, you can go ahead and well skate or Titan skate, whatever it may be, but there's not something just not quite as cool as what Blink can do. You know, I can't go on a normal float and just rocket my way off this and float around, soar in a doorway, takes him out with a shotgun, you know what I mean? I can't just slam myself into the ground like that with some other movement ability or do it, but then, whoa, I'm actually gonna jump in midair instead, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many cool things you can do just like that with these movement abilities. I don't have any sword ammo, but I mean, you could chain some really cool stuff with this if I did. Let me go grab that really quick. But yeah, these are the techniques, pretty simple stuff. Hopefully I described them well enough that you can start replicating them in your own matches. If you go into a private match, I would suggest going on Bannerfall like this. Anywhere that the ground is level is going to be working for you quite well, I would say. But you know, you could be doing one of these and then do this and then ooh, whoa, you know what I mean? So if you kind of wanted a starting point to get yourself a little launch there, you could do a blink pop-up double jump, and then when you were coming up from that double jump, you could use your sword slash into another blink, and you could probably angle yourself perfectly into some parts of the map and get right on top of people, do a crazy cool like shotgun push, you know, someone's right over here. Sure, I could just blink up, sword, blink, now I'm behind them, but that got me a little far, right? So let's say we didn't quite want to go that far. Instead, I could just be like, all right, I want to get to that guy, I want to shotgun him. So since we don't want to go that far, we'll try to do a blink, pop-up double jump, and then a sword slash, and then a blink, and we'll probably land right on top of him there if I had to guess. See? Oh, I even did a little stop with my sword slash there, but you get what I mean. We didn't fly all the way to that corner and take a little damage from hitting the wall, to be honest with you. We could land right around here and actually take the guy out that was hiding on this corner. So you could be a lot more precise with your kind of movement when you have these techniques to put into effect. So keep those in mind, just some cool new techniques for you guys there. Hopefully you enjoy those. It's always fun to learn this new stuff. Whee! Now with all that being said, there are a few bugs with Blink that I do want to talk about. First of all, I want to talk about the slide glitch. Most of you should know about this. It's a very annoying part of Blink, and it's been in the game for a long time. I do not expect Bungie to fix any of these because they don't acknowledge that Blink exists. It's very frustrating, but they just genuinely, they don't care. They buffed Blink one time in the past, what, 5 years? And that's because they gave it to hunters. That's the only reason they cared. But even Blink is so much less ineffective on hunters because they won't give us an Asher Sight variant for hunters. So it's just lacking in so many angles, and this glitch has been around for years and they don't fix it. So if you actually expand, if you expand all 3 of your blinks, right? We do 1, 2, 3. And then we try to slide. I can't slide right now. I can only crouch. Now that my blinks are back up, I still can't. There we go. Now I can finally slide again. Isn't that just so silly? So if you ever use all of your blinks, you can't slide. And it's just, it's such a ridiculous thing. Let's get our 3rd blink out here. And again, we're gonna try to slide. Nope, can only crouch. And there we go, now we can finally slide again. It's just such silly things, and I don't understand. Well, I do understand, like I'm saying, they don't care. They don't care about Blink, they don't acknowledge these things. I can guarantee you they probably know this bug exists, but they genuinely don't care. So that's our first biggest bug that I hope gets fixed sometime in the next season. You know, maybe go tweet Bungie, maybe we should all tweet them. I mean, I've tried this before. Me and my community have tweeted at Bungie, been like, hey, put any respect on Blink's name, actually fix these bugs, or literally anything about it. And the day we all tweeted at them was the same day that everyone was complaining on Twitter about frickin' Divinity being OP, or whatever it was in PvE. I hate Destiny 2 sometimes. Anyways, let's move on to the next couple of bugs. I'm actually going to need some help in game for those. We're here with the coolest guy in the world, Cranky Panky. Hello?
Hello?
Okay. So he's throwing smokes at me. I'm trying to blink inside on to show you guys that you can. Just like that a little bit. I did take a little damage there. I don't know how much of it was from actually getting slammed. When you're in a smoke sometimes, it can blink pop-up slam you. Just like that. It can kill you. Obviously, it's not going to be able to after the DLC comes out, because then you can't die from fall damage. But right now, it can. See, like right there, it kind of slams you. Well, I think it does it. See,
Oh,
there
there it
it's
goes.
slamming me at.
That's what it was.
Why I think it does it is the same reason why I think that this can slam you. Because I think you don't jump that high when you are in the smoke. And if you press your blink too fast, that's why I think the smoke can pop up slam you. Because it's doing the same exact thing as this. but just with the smoke.
That makes sense.
Yeah, there we go. See, I got it to kill me there.
Hey!
Let's see.
There's the
Oh, there we
slow.
go. There's the
there it
slam.
is.
All right. So that was interesting. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's
Ah.
the short hop in the smoke.
Yeah. So the best way to counter it, it seems, is to press your blink as soon as you can after you jump. If you put any time between the jump and the blink, I think that's where it has the best chance of slamming you. Let's see, like that time the slow didn't even take effect. But if you're in the slow and you take any time between your jump and your blink, then I think you're gonna get messed up. Which would make sense. I feel like, yeah, see, it doesn't let you go very far either. It like kills your momentum completely.
That lasts longer.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, wow, you just don't get any distance. That's even weirder. So odd. This is the thing. Even if it doesn't kill you or blink pop-up slam you, the fact that you just get basically no distance from your blink, I don't know.
Yeah, it's really strange because blink is a fixed distance.
Exactly.
Shouldn't
That's why I'm like,
tamper
I
with
think they
that.
need to fix the interaction. That's just another thing. They don't address things with blinks. They act like it doesn't exist. That's like,
They're like, hey, we made this. Also, what is that? Oh, there you go.
I did that to myself on purpose because I wanted to see if I
okay.
could kill myself with it.
Masochistic much? Yeah.
Only in the bedroom. Quite a few times. You see, it slams me there. Just so interesting because I am on Astro. Wonder how little effect it would have if I'm not on Astro. Slam it! I like how this is my testing. Yeah, that's so interesting. It's almost like the boost from Astro disappears when you go through a smoke bomb. Because I feel like I'm blinking the same
Maybe that's what it
distance.
is.
No Astro. With Astro. I mean, this is not a... That's not a full blink distance. It seems like it's about half a blink distance, but also seems the same versus with Astro or not.
That just like rubber banded you. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
It didn't let me blink at first, is actually what happened, and then it actually let me
Yeah.
go. And when it did, it just
Oh.
it's giving me no height. It's putting
That
me
was
straight
weird.
forward.
What just happened? You blinked, right? And you ended up going straight, basically with no air. But you went like your hitbox went straight up in the air, like you were about to do a big blink pop-up slam.
And then it just didn't.
And it just
It didn't even slow me there. There's a little bit of alarm. And I'm also just getting bombed to death. Oh yeah!
I won't even let you use it.
Heck?
Oh, there it goes. Yep.
Yeah,
that was,
like-
that was a pop-up slam. It didn't do damage.
Interesting. Yeah, it wasn't letting me jump high enough to like get a blink off. There, I made one happen. And then finally it did. Might have been because I was on that rubble though.
That's so inconsistent.
Okay, I think that's definitely what's happening. Now that I've seen it, I think it's definitely a no architecture blink pop-up slam is what happens when you're inside of a smoke bomb, because you just don't get enough height. So if you're not doing that's why it only happens sometimes, because you need to put this very specific, inputs in, just like that, to actually get the slam.
Right.
So I think that's why it's happening inside the smokes. It's only going to happen every now and again because, oh, you didn't touch your keys while you were doing the jump maybe, and then you did while you tried to blink out of it, and then that's why you're going to get the slam. Yeah, so
There it goes.
because that's what I did. I did the actual pop-up slam, so that makes sense. Okay, so it seems like it's kind of counterable, but also your blinks aren't going to go as far if you're in the smoke, so there's a second, perhaps glitch bug?
But
At the
it
very
seems to
least-
only be with Astrocyte. Like without Astrocyte, it's just the default, right?
It's still about half the distance of a regular blink without Astro.
Okay.
So weird.
Weird.
The smoke bombs are dog.
They
not,
are. They're
not
so
applying
strange.
the flow. There it went.
Again, it did that thing where it puts your hitbox like way up here and then you blink forward.
Yeah, it's
So
having
odd.
trouble. So maybe that's what's happening. Maybe, Like, look, it didn't even let me blink. Do you see me? I was just jumping 4 times.
Doing, doing, doing.
Every single one of those times I tried to blink, and it was just like, no. I think maybe what's happening is it's confused with the blink, and while you're seeing my hitbox go up, I think it's giving like half the blink vertical height and half of it horizontal height, and that's why it's only going about half as far as regular blink.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, it's like displacing the actual direction of the blink.
And on my screen, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that hitbox change in that way, but you're seeing
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that is cool.
Cool and annoying. You looking at this
Cool,
Bungie?
very annoying.
You freaking seeing this Bungie?
Cool to figure out.
Cool to figure out for sure.
All right, now how about this?
I'm not gonna be able to blink in that. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try. Let me get on here. I try to blink pop-up float through it.
Oh my god! That was awesome!
That's weird. It starts going,
That was so cool.
but then it just doesn't know how to suck.
Didn't slam you because it's slowing you down, right?
Yeah, so it just kind of, it actually prolonged the float. Oh shit! Get me out of here! Holy hell! I felt like there's a piece of glue up my ass.
Oh my gosh, that is
Okay,
so
you don't get
cool.
as much
Yeah.
distance though. It will can like drag you straight down, like your girlfriend on a leash. Oh, dang.
You know, definitely been there. You know, 100%.
Well, you know, I'm not here to judge. All right,
Whoa!
make me invisible, chief. As we can see, invis, oh, so much fun. Second you blink, there's the other. This isn't a bug really. I think, well, why it happens is because blink is coded as an ability for anybody who doesn't know. So the second you blink, it counts as an ability going off and breaks your invis. I have been told, people were saying the other day, if you can get the invis to proc, like as you technically right when the blink has already finished casting, you can keep the invis once you come through it.
Yeah, so you just short hop through it. So basically, you'll jump and then you'll blink, right?
Let's try it.
So jump when I slam. 3, 2, 1.
Oh wow, yeah, look at that.
Yep.
Interesting.
And then the moment you blink out of that, you come out of it.
Right. I never came out. All right. I didn't jump that time, I'll be honest. You know what I'm interested in here? Oh wow, I landed on your head when I did a slam and I took no damage and I'm in base.
That's hilarious.
I wonder-
So you could blink through it too.
Can you?
So like if I were to like do it as you're like starting a blink like towards somewhere, you can still retain that same momentum. It doesn't slow you down or anything.
Interesting. Can you blink right here on Mohawk? Or a slam on it?
I can't.
I got a little float and I'm invis. So when I land here with a shotgun,
is so
guy doesn't
cool.
even know. Take him out. Oh, you can actually
Boom.
combo some crazy stuff with this.
You can do the same thing with Rat King.
You're just killing me.
Smoke bombs.
Tap back into that. Alright. So I kill you with wrecking. I
Yep.
jump, reload, blink.
You're gonna shoot a man with his dog.
Yeah? Alright.
Oh god, what do I do?
Prove to us.
Okay, so you short hop. Ah, yeah, I fucked that up. Okay, so
Oh, you did it there, huh?
yeah. Granted, that was a blank blink almost, but
What? Oh, there you go, I got it. It's like
Okay,
pixel
nice.
perfect. You gotta blink the second that invis is like initiating, and I think technically the invis initiates after your blink, you know, is casted. So yeah, it is possible. Very interesting.
one way easier thing to proc and is more reliable is you shoot, blink, and then reload when you come out of the blink, and you'll go invis.
Okay, so you do have, you said 2 to 3 seconds after you
So
get that kill to
blink
proc
it-
the invis.
Yeah, it does the same thing with kill clip, right? You can actually extend
Right.
the time to
By
proc
waiting on
kill clip
reload.
it will not.
So you could always kill, blink, reload, still invis. Yeah, all right. There's 2 ways to do it. Obviously, I think it's better just to do your blink, get to cover really quick, and then grab your invis. But at the same time, the other way is good so that you can already have been through your blink and you're in a different position, and now you're off radars. So they both have merit for sure. Oh lord, he's got a sword. God dang. Alright, was there any other things you think that I should mention?
I guess the other thing would be the auto mantle, the blink auto mantle. It's always cool to highlight where you can like aim, well, not like that, like where you can aim at ledges and just blink like right over them.
Yeah, I usually call those like a perfect blink. Like if you want to get at this doorway and you just, I messed over there, but you know what I mean. I'm assuming
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
talking about where you just like I just did right there. I went right into this doorway.
That's right. Yep.
You can go straight from this corner. You can actually blink in to right here without ever having to go around this corner.
Yeah, and like hit this. Right
there.
Yeah, exactly. That's beautiful.
So you just never show your hitbox a singular second, so they just literally can't get you. You can do it from the other side too. This one's actually a little easier. Right there, yeah. I kind of shake my hitbox a little bit just to make sure my guy doesn't hit the ledge. Oh, you look goofy there. Yeah, these are some of my favorites. You know, you pin down here, you're like, oh, I gotta get out. Whoop. Right around the corner.
That was so like cartoonish looking, like just over the ledge.
Yeah, I don't know. I just call them perfect blinks because I think they are like perfect.
They are, and they look so good too.
Well, thank you very much for helping me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
If you want to see more of Cranky, you go check out his stream. It's linked in the description.
Thanks.
And his car. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, go ahead, leave those in the comments, or join the Blinkville Discord server. I'm going to have that linked in the description and in the top right of the video. Again, go check out Cranky's stream. He streams pretty often, not always Destiny 2. Sometimes he does some Modern Warfare. He does some DMZ type stuff. Very entertaining and amazing man. Again, big props to Opant for showing me some of these strategies, and big props to Cranky for coming in and helping me out and being my little, well, I guess I was mostly his test subject because he was throwing the smokes at me and everything, but still, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you more than you can ever know. If you want to leave me a like, that stuff really helps a lot, especially if you want to see more content in this vein, going over little Blink things every now and again as soon as I figure them out, then I can drop that content to you guys, but I need to know that you enjoy it. Because, you know, I'm not going to make it for nobody, but if you guys are showing me, hey, we enjoy this kind of content, this is the stuff we love, keep making it, Roger, I would really appreciate those kind of signals, and I will do just that. I'll have some Trials content out for you later today, and throughout the rest of the weekend, and I'm excited to get to this new DLC on Tuesday. Love you guys a lot, thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great day, Guardians.